I'm not gonna lie to you, long story short, I crashed my car twice into a pillar 2 days in a row in the same car park. Okay, so wow, first of all, how's everyone doing? I feel like I just have to ask that at the start of every video now, because honestly, well, it's a bit crazy right now. It's doing a bit of a mob one. But today's video, so a few things. Currently with the whole situation in the world right now, driving tests and driving lessons, I don't think, or theories, aren't going forward. I don't know about driving lessons at the moment, but I'm sure at some point they might stop. And obviously, I'm kind of known for my driving content. Don't see how, because I did take 6 times to pass my test, but the struggle was real and I feel like a lot of you went through that. But yeah, in terms of the driving content, I will still be able to do the odd drive with me, but obviously as everything gets more insane, it's going to get harder and harder. But what I can do is still do content from the comfort of my car parked outside my house. So we're going to work for what we got here. Today's video is going to be a kind of review / look back at my driving since I passed my test, which was about 6 or 7 months ago now, so it's been a good amount of time. And yeah, I just thought I'd do a little check-in. Obviously a lot of you have passed your tests or are looking to pass your tests. I just like keep up with the driving content in the best way you can. So yeah, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you're here for driving advice, I have a lot of videos on my channel about that, and also just a lot of drive with me's where you see me literally lose my shit behind the wheel. So yeah, join me. Okay, so let's go back to when I passed my oh my god, there's people watching me. Oh my god, they're literally staring right at me. I always have this issue on my road, like I feel like it's literally, we're in quarantine, why are people out? Why are people out? I'm just gonna not make eye contact. Wow. And we're back in the room. But yeah, I passed my test back in August. To this day, best day of my life, honestly. She passed. All right. What even is my birthday? I don't care. So yeah, such a good day. I'd been through like a 2-year journey trying to pass the test, and it was honestly, I mean, compared to what's going on right now, it's not even that mad, but it was a, let's just say it was a challenge, but we got there. A lot of you were there with me through that whole journey. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone as if I've got people texting me. I really don't. It's literally my mom. So yeah, it was very challenging going up to that point. I was never a confident driver anyway, even in my lessons and stuff. I mean, before I passed my test, I was a mess. Am I going into the right lane?
Alisha, you should know that by now. You've had 60 lessons.
Where do I go? Up there?
What does the arrow tell you? Alisha, that way!
Alisha.
Where are you going?
Oh my god, where do I go?
Stop!
Yeah, it's not got much better. So yeah, I passed my test and continued to film the drive with me's. I had got a lot better in terms of confidence. I'd done it so many times. I picked up a few things, but what they don't tell you is when you pass your test, you're on your own. You're literally, guys, you're on your own. Not to scare you or anything, but it does feel weird, because when you're in your lessons or even on your test, you've got someone right there and you know that they can have control of the car at any moment if they needed to, which in my case was a lot of the time. So yeah, you are literally, you're out here on the streets on your own, and it's a scary time. And I'm not gonna lie, before my first Drive Me Alone, which I actually filmed, if you want to check that out, I was nervous. I was pretty nervous. It's kind of weird. It's like the best feeling, the most freeing feeling, but also you feel like you're about to die at any given moment. So, oh, red light, here we go. I feel like everyone sees P plates and just wants to kill you. Wow, I feel like that's illegal. I don't know why I did that, oh my god. It's intense, it is quite scary. My biggest advice for that first drive is to just do it, but there are a few tips. I would say keep it with places you know, so keep it around your area. Try not to have someone in the car with you, because obviously you're not going to be driving with someone in the car all the time, and it's good to get used to driving with your own company. You can talk to yourself, I do, daily. On the first few drives I didn't play any music or anything, just because I wanted to stay focused, but you can get onto that, and obviously it's a lot more chill when you can do that. But yeah, the first drive, I would say go somewhere you know, have like a destination where you know where it is. So I had Costa, where I'd been before, and I'm shit at directions anyway, but I made it somehow. So yeah, I went to Costa, got a drink, and then literally just drove back. And when I came back, I felt like this shit. I was on top of the world. I felt so accomplished. Oh my god, wait, we made it. Wait, I'm not over it. Whoa, okay. I made it. Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your husbands. You bitches on the road. After that, driving was so much easier. Like, obviously I had bumps in the road, which we'll get onto later, but the initial drive, you just kind of have to do it. Just trust in yourself that you know how to drive, you passed your test, you got it. So yeah, after that I carried on filming Drive With Me's, still with my parents and stuff. I drove, for the first few months I was still working from home, so I didn't actually have that many places to go to. I would give my friends lifts and stuff to like town and like around my city. But in terms of challenging myself and having to go somewhere different, I didn't really have to do that, which I think for me was good for the first few months because I kind of got used to the car, got used to my own style of driving, which is an interesting one. I'm not gonna lie, the initial few weeks or months you do feel a bit like, oh, I'm the new kid on the block, like all these people know how to drive. People will beep at you when you're going a bit slow, but literally, Gregory, it's 40, so I'm going 40, get off my back. What?
Somebody's on
what?
the back. Did you just?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah. Sorry, triggered. Oh, there's a seagull. Anyway, yeah, you do kind of feel like, oh, I need to be keeping up with these people, or like I'm going by the rules and no one else is. But it is so important that you do go by the rules when you're driving, especially, well, all the time. What are you on about, Alisha? Especially in the first few months. You don't want to get a speeding ticket, you don't want to get a parking ticket, you want to stay as safe as possible. These motherfuckers can do what they want, they've been driving for years, but you need to stay safe, you need to keep your record clean, and they can wait behind you. I'm sorry, but Gregory, I hate to say it again, but you can wait. That is one of the challenges I found, was kind of comparing myself to other drivers, all that kind of stuff. But you do get over it, and to be fair, I would drive with a camera on my dashboard, so if they weren't looking at my speed, they're looking at the camera. Yeah, I would say the initial few months was actually really fun. Like, it just felt really good, especially because I'd gone through such a challenge to pass my test. I couldn't believe it when I was driving my own car, going to my own places. It was really good. Things like petrol, I just had no idea. It sounds so stupid, but I never really had to put petrol in a car before. There's like a rite of passage. Like, when I first did it, I was like, how does it, what hole does that go in then? My dad literally had to come with me and walk me through it. And stuff like the tyre pressure, water, keeping the car maintained. I had my first MOT. Like, there's so many little milestones with your first little car. Yeah, if you want me to do a tutorial on how to fill up your car with petrol, I'm not even joking, I could have used that. So let a bitch know. It's so weird because even to this day I will still go to the same petrol station because I've just got used to it, and I'm very much like, if I'm used to something, I don't want to change from it or deviate from it. So I still, even if I'm passing another petrol station, will go to the same as the petrol station because it's my home, it's where I feel comfortable, you know? So driving wasn't too challenging, I was just kind of driving where I felt comfortable. I didn't have to drive anywhere that I didn't want to go. Then I took my first journey on the motorway, and boy, was that an experience.
Sorry, going past you, just slow
my
down.
God.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Oh my God.
It's not
It's
close
so
to you.
close to me.
It's not seen like
I haven't been back on since. No, honestly, the motorway isn't that bad. Like, it's basically an A road, but just cars are coming at 100 miles an hour either side of you and you feel like you're gonna get crushed by lorries. But other than that, it's calm. Depending on how confident you are as a driver, maybe go with someone like a family member or something. If you're really confident, go for it. I think in lessons now you can go on the motorway anyway, which I could have used because I had no idea what I was doing. But yeah, big things like that, I feel like you just have to kind of do it, and once you've done it once, other than the motorway for me, I'm still shit scared of that, you'll be fine the next time, and it makes it easier. It's just like doing the lessons, the more you do it, the better you'll become. Tips with Alisha. So as I said, didn't really have to drive anywhere else other than my neighbourhood until I started my new job, and that was like a 20-minute drive. And when I was doing interviews and stuff, I had to use my sat nav a lot more. Now, using the sat nav on your own is very different to using it in the lessons. Like, you don't have a nice little setup there with the thing on the dashboard, you don't have someone making sure you know where you're going. Bitch, you're on your own. I mean, I've driven before and my sat nav has been on my phone and my phone's fallen on the floor, and obviously I can't pick up the phone. I've literally had to follow my sat nav by listening to the floor. Wasn't cute. But you will have to go places you haven't been before where you're gonna need directions. A lot of my interviews I had to find the way there. And one tip for me, it may be a bit far, but it's just how I work, it's how I be. If I knew that I had to go somewhere that I hadn't been before, and if it's fairly local, I would just do a little test run the night before. Like, a lot of my interviews, I would do a journey there the night before, just so I knew where it was, I knew any obstacles that were gonna come come for me. And yeah, I found that helps me. I mean, it might be a bit far for some people, but as I said, I like to make sure I know what I'm doing so that I don't get to it and lose my shit. So yeah, once I started my new job, I was driving a lot more often than I ever did before. Obviously I had to drive there and back every day, and then the weekends I would drive and see my friends and stuff. So that honestly was probably where my driving improved the most. I was driving in another city. It was a lot more challenging, but now that I've done it, I'm a much better driver for it, and I feel like I'd be more comfortable going to another city now that I haven't driven before, having driven so much and driving every day and getting used to it. So yeah. Oh god, there's so many kids out. Oh my god. That better be your one bit of exercise for the day. Anyway, yeah, for me it worked best kind of gradually getting into it. And yeah, a lot of it was smooth sailing. Let's go on to the bumps in the road, shall we? So, parking. I'm not gonna lie, I am a self-professed shit parker. Here we go, here she is. Oh, didn't get in. And the lighting's shit there anyway, so we're gonna leave.
Just do it trial and error. There's no cars here.
What are you doing?
Are you just driving straight back?
I'm gonna hit that. Bang! I'm not gonna lie, I am awful at parking. When I say awful, I don't think there's any help for me at this point. So obviously in your lessons, in the test, you only really have to park for that one maneuver. But when it comes to parking in multi-storey car parks, bitch, that should be a whole segment of the driving lessons, because it's a battlefield out there. So yeah, that was definitely an obstacle for me, and I'm not gonna lie to you, long story short, I crashed my car twice into a pillar 2 days in a row in the same car park. Someone tell me how I've done that. It's been a day. Oh my god, I'm literally standing by my car. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get it out. I don't know how to get it out. I don't know how to get it out. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, I don't know how to get it out. There is someone else doing it. He's getting out. I don't know how he's doing it. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Are you flipping serious? I'm literally, well, how did I pass my test? So if you think you've had a bad driving day, honestly, just think back to me. Having to get a random man to get my car out the space for me. It was a low point in my life, I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously that happened, it was really bad. It did make me feel really upset, and I was down for a while about it, because it ruined my car, and even though it's nothing special, she's my babes, innit? Like, and also it really did have a knock on my confidence. Just because I finally got to a point where I was like, yes, I can drive, I'm good. And then, I mean, catastrophic fail. But didn't get hurt. It's a funny story now I'm looking back on it, and it has made me a better parker. Like, I will be a lot more careful now when I park my car in multi-storey car parks. I still go back to that same car park. Hasn't happened again since. So yeah, we move. Anything else? I don't think much else has happened, to be honest. I mean, since then I've just kind of been driving normally. Nothing awful has happened. I feel like I'm just very wary, very cautious. I really enjoy driving now. Like, my drives to work, I love just playing my tunes. It's like a bit of you time, you know? Make your car your own, make your car your home. Shit, I'm spitting bars. It is so freeing, and you are so independent once you can drive. You can literally, like, if I wanted to go to London right now, I could go to London. Not that I would, because I'd literally die, but you get my point. And it's also illegal now, I think. But yeah, that's basically been my journey of driving since I passed my test. I'm still, by all means, not a perfect driver. I've definitely picked up some bad habits, I'm not gonna lie. But as long as you're staying safe, don't feel pressured to speed when people are literally up your arse. Gregory, I'm talking to you. If there's anything you struggle with, just practice when it's quiet. And yeah, you got this. I mean, you've passed your test now. The hard part is over. Driving on your own is a whole new challenge, but it's definitely a more fun one. And you can literally go to Mackey's whenever you want. Oh my god, that shut too. Oh my god. No, I just deeped it. Anyway, if you do have any other questions, literally just drop me a DM on Instagram. If you haven't taken your test yet and it's been postponed, use this time to take a chill, and once they are back on, you can go back in with a fresh outlook. If you felt like you were really ready for your test and it got cancelled anyway, that is really annoying. If you can, still practice. If you can get insured on a parent's car or your own car, just take a little trip to the supermarket, while we still can. If it does get to the point where we can't obviously leave our houses at all, I think driving is going to be the last thing on anyone's mind. So yeah, any other driving videos you want me to do, let me know. I love doing driving content. I know you guys love it too. I feel like I'm kind of the failed driving test whisperer at this point. So yeah, if you're new and you just found this video, make sure to subscribe. I do have loads of it. Oh, flipping hell, you're really gonna ruin my outro, bro. Yeah, if you are new, subscribe. Check out some of the videos. I have loads of other content. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok. Now we're in quarantine, I'm honestly live on every single platform. And yeah, have a good day, everyone. I love you a lot. Here's to bay parking, you son of a bitch.